Well, hello, my friend. It's a crypto lunatic, the channel for crypto newbies, finding you hidden gems before they pump. And today I thought I would have a curious look into the world of AI and ask them who they consider the best influencers in crypto. So you can see from the prompt at the top of the screen exactly what I've given it. I thought, well, let's ask Grok. There's no better AI tool to measure sentiment and how people feel about the different influencers are on there. And I've also asked ChatGPT and Perplexity exactly the same question. And as a special treat, I've even asked for the top 20. So I'm going to give you a very quick breeze through as to what AI perceives as the most positive influences in crypto right now. Now, before we start this, I'm going to say you have to take this with a massive pinch of salt because what AI won't have access to is all of the calls and all of the deleted videos and the deleted calls of the bad calls that were made. So, which happens a lot in crypto. But it's always interesting to see how AI rates these questions. That's the question I've put in. It will come to its own conclusions of how to rate them. So join me on a little journey. So we start with Perplexity. And let's just go straight to the league table. It's got Vitalik right at the top. It's got CZ here. It's got him second, but I also noticed that Andreas Antonopoulos has a higher overall score. So he is actually higher, just under Vitalik, then Changpeng and Michael Saylor, Coin Bureau, Altcoin Daily, Alex Becker, Ben Armstrong, Lark Davis. So there we go. There we go. That's who it is rating here, and it's giving them different scores. So I shall freeze that there in case you want to have a deeper look. Now, also, I decided, let's look here. You may want a little bit there. So trust highlights educators and founders, money-making calls, bold calls, bad calls. BitBoy and Becker have the highest rates of failed and controversial calls. Buterin and Antonopoulos rarely make direct trading calls. So there we have. And Buterin, Antonopoulos, and Coin Bureau have strong reputations. BitBoy is a bit more divisive. Indeed, BitBoy has done some time, my friends, and is very controversial. So you can read them through you wish. I asked them to list the next 10 using the same metrics. And there you go. There's a few other crypto influencers on there. Now, some of which I've seen, some I haven't. I like Benjamin Cowan. I have watched him. I've watched a tiny little bit of Crypto Wendy. She knows what she's doing from what I can see. I don't really know a lot of the others, so I'm not even going to pretend that I know how good they are. But it's not about me. This is about what AI thinks. So let's go to ChatGPT. Look, the same top three: Vitalik, CZ, and Anthony Pompliano. Now, again, these three aren't making direct trading calls, nor is Saylor, who is a Bitcoin maxi. We see Crypto Wendy on this as well in number 6. And we also see Plan B, Raoul Paul. They put BitBoy in the top 10. And Vitalik's mentioned Layla Halapan. So there's a few there. It goes through the ratings here that you can read should you wish to. I won't. This is just going to be a very quick breeze through. I asked them for the next 10. There you go. There's a few others for you. And a few names from the other list as well. Lark Davis. Let's have a look. I've seen a few of Elio trades. I have to be confessing with you, I'm not a big fan since he gave a couple of call outs where I got absolutely rinsed. He's a brilliant marketer and presenter. I wouldn't trust his calls as far as I could throw them. But anyway, my friends, let's move on to Grok. Oh, I'm still here. Look, I'm still here. Now let's ask Grok. Now Grok obviously is in tune. Now I forgot to mention crypto, and it's interesting how it rates people. Look, Elon, this is without This is without crypto. Bieber's number six. But I hadn't put crypto. So let's see. Please do the same specifically for crypto. And look, Vitalik again, top. Michael Saylor, number two. Now he is Bitcoin Maxi. Anthony Pompliano, again, rating very high. Andreas Antonopoulos, CZ. So the usual suspects. Wendy O seems to be doing very good according to these. Scott Melker, Ben Armstrong, BitBoy, he's got 8. Tyler Winklevoss. Now, bear in mind with the Winklevoss twins, I was part of a wallet called BlockFi that went absolutely bankrupt. And a lot of people lost a lot of money because of the Winklevosses of BlockFi. So I'm not so much a fan that they're doing so well in crypto now when their Bitcoin exchange went under. But that's another conversation for another day. Ivan Illiquist or Ivan on Tech. I've seen him a few times. He's quite charismatic. So again, look, there's lots of stuff here. I said, please list the next 10. We see Lark Davis again. Eric Voorhees. Balaji. Yes, I've heard him. Rao Powell. He's a big name in crypto. Ben Cowan again. I like Ben. Justin Sun. I've done a little video on him. He owns Tron. And BitTorrent. Charlie Lee. I don't know. Coin Bureau. I watched a lot of Coin Bureau when I first got into this, but even he's a little bit too technical for me in some of his descriptions. And Zach XBT, I don't know. And Plan B. I've heard a lot about Plan B, but I don't know a lot of them. So this was just a very brief exploration of what AI considers, who are the experts in the space. But remember that they don't have information. They don't have all the information here. It's just curious to me as to how AI engines rate influencers based on just that simple prompt that I gave them. So there you go, my friends. Who can you trust? Well, according to AI, you've been given a few names today. Now, you'll notice my little channel, I'm nowhere on there and probably won't be for several years, if ever. But that's why little channels like this, well, I've got nothing. I have no reputation. I'm just here to report and to simplify crypto for beginners. Because the one issue that I found watching lots of different channels when I first got involved in this is that the language in crypto is baffling at times. And what I found is a lot of the crypto natives, they speak a different language. And I can tell you, I was caught in a green room at a crypto conference that I was emceeing once, and all the keynote speakers having a conversation. I didn't even know what they were talking about. And I thought this is a problem in crypto, that crypto people speak a different language. So I'm here to translate for you, my friends, to keep it simple. And that's what I'm here for. And if you'd like more of these little updates, then please do subscribe to the channel. Show it a bit of love. And if you want another one of my videos, you will find that just there.